Good evening. I'm still trying to tame this scarf. On a serious note, I'm honored to be here to honor Dr. King. My first poem is entitled Palimpsest, and I thought it might be nice if I define that word for you because it's an unusual word. It's a wonderful word. And it denotes a book made of parchment papers, an old-fashioned sort of book, made of parchment pages. And on each page, whoever was going to write on that page might see the old writing that someone had attempted to erase, but had not erased completely. And so that old writing showed up through the new writing on each page. And I thought, what a wonderful metaphor for our history, when all our mistakes tend to still show through our improvements. So, and in that poem, two other words. One is errata, not to be mistaken with erotica. That's paved tonight. Errata means written errors. And also anaphora, a wonderful sounding word I couldn't help using, that denotes the repetition of phrases at the beginning of sentences, as in, I have a dream in King's speech. So this is palimpsest. In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, I have a dream. At the library in Roanoke, a grandmother whose father was lynched volunteers to teach a white man how to read. In a Burger King on South Jefferson, a young black man with hands graceful as swans works to buy a bow for his cello. On Peters Creek Road, a black doctor treats prostate cancer in a man whose granddaddy emasculated slaves for laughing. On the parchment page of our mistakes, the old ways still show through and blur the new. But King's anaphoras remain distinct. His clear melodic scorings sing to us of what we ought to be, of what we will and must write on clean pages of tomorrow's book, where errata never rise again to mar the fresh black print. The second poem is entitled August 28, 1963, the day on which Dr. King gave his amazing, wonderful, powerful speech. At the feet of a president who tore his country apart for freedom, a young black minister from Georgia is crying out his dream to the multitudes. Beyond them, a white monument points like a white man's finger towards a God that is his God too. And so he begins to read the speech, a rough first draft prepared hurriedly just hours before the march. But his heart isn't in it. And when she sees his heart isn't in it, Mahalia Jackson shouts to him from the crowd, "Tell them about the dream, Martin. Tell them about the dream." With this shout, the singer has told him to sing. He is Baptist. He must sing. He surrenders to his soul's impulse and sings his words to those who have walked to Washington. He sings refrains from the Bible and from life's long, deep books. He has known the song all his life, but its music blossoms like a water lily at the edge of the reflecting pool. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of injustice. We cannot be satisfied as long as a Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and a Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. We cannot be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. I have a dream, deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. Then we will be able to join hands and sing, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. And his song echoed everywhere. On bus number 2857, along the long river that runs through Mississippi, across lunch counters in Alabama, beside the highway outside Fort Hood, Texas, and in the dark woods of Missouri, where black men hung from trees like spinning fruit. 2 centuries, separate bullets, always the same dream. His song would have to make a difference. Thank you.